So, hello and welcome back to another video. I've done a lot of them today. I just wanted to do a video of all the updates that we've got for the upcoming Tool album. I'm sure a lot of you will probably know this stuff by this point, but there's been a lot of announcements over the past week from James Maynard Keenan. There's also been some snippets of reviews that have been circling around as well, which have let us know the album length, how many songs are going to be on it, and initial impressions. So I thought it warranted a video. Don't fool yourself, it's just another one of your lackluster videos that you do because of popular search terms in desperate need of views. I'm not sure I deserve that. So the first thing was that James Maynard Keenan made another appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience. Fantastic podcast, check it out if you haven't already. The podcast in general, I mean, not just this particular one. He's actually been on the show quite a few times. I think this was like his third time that he's been on there, but this time he had something a bit more specific that he wanted to announce. On the show, he put out a tweet for something that a lot of Tool fans have been waiting for a very long time, which was the fact that they are finally, in this day and age, embracing digital and actually putting all their songs out. Their entire back catalogue is now out on streaming services. My particular preference is Spotify, if anyone cares. No. And the release date he was stated for that was August 2nd, which is today. And yeah, sure enough, I went on Spotify earlier on and the entire Tool back catalogue is on there, which is, it's always nice to be able to listen to Tool wherever you are. Was that a strange thing to say? And he also announced that the name of the upcoming album, the long-awaited follow-up to 2006's 10,000 Days, would be Fear Inoculum. Now, there's already been quite a lot of speculation as to what the title means. Inoculum, I think people are saying, is to do with inoculation, so inoculation against fear, or purposely injecting somebody with fear, maybe. I mean, let's be honest, we haven't heard the album yet, so it's just speculation, mate. However, there were a few things that Maynard said throughout the course of the podcast that kind of gives away little hints and pieces. I don't really want to go into them. You didn't make note, did you? It's not that, mate. I just think, they should, you do the work. Can't do everything. If you're a Tool fan, then it's definitely worth checking out that podcast. I'll put a link in the description. Chances are you've heard it anyway. And yeah, the other thing was that there has been a couple of early reviews, or at least parts of them, that have found themselves online, and it looks like the album is going to be 80 minutes in length and only 7 songs, 2 of which, Descending and Invincible, have already been performed live and up on YouTube now. Yes, I think it's fair to say that we're going to get some epic length songs on this one. I just want to read out something that was written in De Morgan, which is a Belgian newspaper apparently. Earlier this month, De Morgan had the chance to listen to the new album exclusively. Contractually, we are bound to silence, but mid-August you'll get a preview in this newspaper. In the meantime, it was worth the wait. And also in Guitar World, I don't know how I went like that, it's a reputable magazine. Apparently Guitar World had this to say: an exceptionally cohesive 80-minute prog metal odyssey that unfurls over 7 tracks, most of which are constructed of multiple movements. It's a dynamic, intensely wrought and often meditative album, and as is often the case with Tool's releases, Fear Inoculum serves as a vehicle for a mysterious larger concept that aptly orbits the number 7. So yes, I mean, that's what these people have to say, but I mean, they would say that, wouldn't they? They're paid to do so, possibly. I mean, they got their reputations on the line, and possibly bands or management would be pissed off if they didn't give them positive reviews. I mean, where could you get an unbiased review? What, somebody who just pretty much gives a positive review for everything he listens to? I like music, what can I say? What can I tell you? I don't want to be one of these negative assholes. It's not what I do. So yes, that's it pretty much for now. So we've got the name, we've got the Tool back catalogue out on streaming formats, and we've got some positive reviews for the album already, and we know there's going to be 80 minutes and 7 tracks, 2 of which we know already. Fucking flies, man. I think it's absolutely fair to say that this is one of the most anticipated albums of 2019, and as it's getting closer and as the hype's building, I got to admit I'm really looking forward to it now myself. I can't wait to hear it and get a review out, get some fucking views for a change. It's not been a good year. The hype's really starting to pick up now, And of course, next week we have the new Slipknot album, which I've also read a couple of positive reviews about. A lot of people saying that it's the best they've done in a long time. And from what I've heard of that, I think I could see that happening. But that's then, and this is now. So what's going on at this point other than me walking and talking like an idiot? Yesterday I put out my review of the new single by Korn, which is called Cold. I've just filmed a review for the new Idols single, a 7-inch. That should be out tomorrow. And also, Phil Anselmo has finally gotten around to releasing a couple of songs from his upcoming N minor project. I'm really looking forward to hearing that one. It's more of his early 80s influences, stuff like Nick Cave and The Cure, and maybe some sort of new wave goth and, you know, that darker 80s stuff that was always so awesome. So I'm interested to see what he does with it. I think Jimmy Bower's in it as well, and having Jimmy Bower involved is never a bad thing. This has been a long day of reviewing, and it's high time that I got home and started these edits. So, without further ado, that don't make any sense to this. Look, I'll see you next time, alright? I don't need this.